Hey, Judge.
Hi, Greg. What's up, man?
We got a couple cases. First one is Mr. Galindo. He did test dirty. I did submit a mitigation packet today. They are going to review that.
Mr. Galindo?
His mom's here too as well, if you want mom. Sure.
So we tested him, guys, right?
Yes, sir.
And?
He was something positive for THC.
Still using? I don't understand what, don't mean, no means no. No means no. How long has it been, Greg? Should we have been out of the system or what? When did we order?
I don't remember. I don't have my iPad on me off the top of my head.
The case has been open since December. We reinstated his bond in February.
It was ordered in December.
We ordered you since December not to use, and you're still testing positive. It's unacceptable. I'm not revoking your bond. Goes with you.
Your Honor, let me ask you this. Can you give it a couple of days to see what the state's going to do on the mitigation? He does have asthma. That was an issue last time. He doesn't.
He's been ordered since December.
I understand.
Use. And I told you over and over not to use. And I even reinstated your bond once, and you're still testing positive. No. Because then,
Well, you're still at morning range.
am I supposed to feel bad because he's still continuing to use? You know?
If it's going to go a certain route and possibly go away, I just ask.
As much as I love you, Greg, if I let him go now, then I'm telling him it's okay for you to do what you're doing. And it's not okay. I warned you repeatedly not to, and you continue to test positive. He goes with you.
Let me ask you what the bond is going to be, Your Honor. Or would you consider a couple of days and then reinstate his bond to where if they do give him a PTI so he can do his.
Absolutely. But he needs to know that we mean business, that we're not here
Understand.
flapping our gums for nothing. Because really, I've already reinstated the bond once, and he's still doing whatever he wants to do. It's unacceptable.
Okay.
So I'm setting the bond at 5,001. Today's Wednesday. We can roll it to, I guess, Monday, and then I'll talk to him to see if he gets the message, and we'll go from there. But
We'll talk in a second.
I'll let him explain to you what we have in mind, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you didn't have to do nothing. His even caseworkers had given him drug tests and they explained to him why, you know, I don't know, he explained something, he smelled something. Like marijuana, it was like, you know,
Greg, don't. You know what I mean?
I get it, Judge.
Okay.
I will talk to the state. I will talk to mom. I have one other case I need to talk to you
We'll
about.
talk again on Monday.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm here every day.
Right.
So
Thank you so much for coming.
just give me a second. I'll talk to you.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
it.
And we are too. You know, we really are. It just,
It's definitely lesson learned. You know, like I said, I'm grandma, I've been raising him since three, mom's in and out of the relationship, so that's how it is. Yeah, so.
Okay.
I'm a sister, you know. I have his daughter, I have my granddaughter too that I'm raising, she's 15, so I've had her since Nikki. So that,
no,
they're both counseling too for all of that, they don't know how to get those emotions.
so sorry, but you're doing great. Good job. Behind you. Okay, thanks.
I have another case to Keisha.
What about your?
Ms. Chase, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You and the state have been unable to reach an agreement. You know, in this life, you never know who you're going to run into. You get into a fight with the wrong person, they're going to shoot your ass dead. You get into a fight with the wrong person. This society is extremely litigious. They like to sue. They like to get money. And I mean, who doesn't want money, right? So when you run into the wrong person and you get into a fight with the wrong person, it could really cost you dearly. And as you now know, these people, they now have a lawyer.
One of the family members was a lawyer. That's what I was explaining, Judge. So she didn't call the cops
Same.
that day. The cops went to the law office the next
It's
day.
very possible they're waiting for the results of this to come after you in a civil way. That's why you have to watch out what you do, who you get in contact with. If you're lucky that you're not going to get shot, you're going to get unlucky that you're going to get sued, you know? They're going to squeeze you for every dime. That's why you have to be careful. So What do you want?
I mean, ideally, I'm asking for a deferred and a no contest plea if the court would take that.
I don't know about a no contest plea, but I'm certainly willing on the deferred, right? Um, so you're charged with assault. You've not been able to work an agreement. Would you like to come to me for us to punish you as opposed to the state? Because you've been unable to work an agreement.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Sure.
yes.
So your other option is if you don't want to accept, then you can go to trial. That's the other option that you have.
No. Not
So, okay. So, are you guilty or not guilty of this offense, man?
I'm guilty.
Okay. I'm not going to find you guilty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to withhold that finding for a year. I'm going to place you on a probation that's called deferred adjudication.
Okay.
This is a type of probation that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into it, meaning that you cannot fight this underlying case after today. We're putting you on this probation. If you successfully complete it, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. But you cannot tell people it was dismissed. It doesn't get dismissed. You take a probation. If you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, I do.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order you to undergo anger management while you're in this probation. You're to do an effective decision-making class. You will also do what's called a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No weapons and no contact with the complaining witness in this case.
You'll live 2 years after you're done.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to be driving, you must have a Texas driver license and you must maintain liability insurance as well. Car insurance. You have to have car insurance. That's another thing. I get emails all the time where I have people asking me for help because they get into an accident and they're getting sued for $50,000 and they don't know how to go forward. They now are required to go hire a lawyer and fight this lawsuit because they got into a car accident and they damaged someone's Benz. That's why you have car insurance, so that if you get into an accident, you have the company there to represent you and take care of it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so proof of financial responsibility.
Yes, sir. I have a license, but I don't have a car anymore, so I don't have
Okay.
insurance.
Well, if you get a car, you're going to need
Okay, yeah.
insurance. Okay. If she doesn't currently have a car, Your Honor, I'm just letting her know that
Yeah.
she gets something.
If at some point you do get into a car or you have one, even if you're borrowing someone else's car, you cannot unless you have insurance.
Just the-
Okay, so ma'am, what I'm going to do now, you're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charge rights in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you are now entering into a contract with us stating that you will successfully complete this agreement. If you do something to violate this agreement, like you pick up a new case, you don't do your classes on time, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. We're going to have a hearing and you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You still want to do this?
Yes.
Okay, man. I'm going to sentence you to it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
How many months is the term, Your Honor? 12 months. Okay, perfect.
Just a year.
Okay.
And if you do well, you get everything done quickly and you're nice to everybody. You know, these probation officers, they have a really just tough job. They meet with the worst of the worst. They deal with excuse after excuse. So if you want to get a nice one, be the first appointment, be the first one there, be happy, crack a joke. You don't have these people eating out of your hands. But if you go there at 4 o'clock, they've dealt with excuse after excuse, a-hole after a-hole. They're probably going to be in a bad mood. And if you're in a bind and you go up there unhappy, it's not going to go well, right? Good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And you're done with court, I think. Okay.
It's okay, Greg.
Yeah, you're going to wait for the picture.
I'll talk to you in a few.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck, man.